Igniting your purpose, the revolutionary power of house on fire marketing. Trademark, welcome to the Black CEO Podcast, where we challenge conventional wisdom and ignite the flames of entrepreneurial success. Today, we're diving deep into a conversation that will revolutionize everything you thought you knew about marketing, visibility, and triumph as a Black entrepreneur. I recently had the extraordinary privilege of interviewing Prima Jope, a visionary mentor for mission-driven change makers who refuse to remain best-kept secrets. Prima's insights are nothing short of revolutionary, and I'm thrilled to share them with you in a way that might just set your world ablaze. Her work has transformed countless lives, empowering entrepreneurs to step into their true power and make an indelible impact on the world. Prima's approach isn't just about business success, it's about igniting a global movement of purpose-driven leaders who are changing the face of entrepreneurship. Have you ever felt like you're shouting into an endless void, pouring your heart and soul into your business, only to be met with deafening silence? Or what if I told you that the problem isn't you, it's not even your brand, but rather a fundamental misunderstanding of how true market penetration works? When the market sleeps on you, it's not a branding problem. It's a moment of divine timing. And when that moment comes, you better be ready with fire. These words from Prima Jope hit me like a bolt of lightning, illuminating a truth that too many powerful, gifted, mission-driven Black entrepreneurs have been grappling with. We've been trapped in a cycle of invisibility, not because we aren't good enough, but because we've been playing the long game in a low-trust market that doesn't see us yet. Think about it. How many of us have done everything right? We've meticulously built our brand, posted content religiously, invested in certifications, tried to nurture leads who never buy, and still, no real traction, no demand, no flow. It's frustrating, it's demoralizing, and it's high time for a paradigm shift. Here's the game changing insight Prima shared with me, and what I'm eager to impart to you today. You don't need to be everywhere. You need to be present when life turns up the heat and your client finally declares, I'm ready. That moment, Prima calls it the house on fire moment. Imagine this scenario. You're lounging at home, mindlessly scrolling through your phone when suddenly you detect the acrid smell of smoke. You look up, and to your horror, you see flames licking at your curtains, hungrily devouring your living room. In that heart stopping moment, what do? Do you pause to check the fire extinguisher company's Instagram followers? Do you wonder if they've been consistently posting engaging content for the past 6 months? Of course not. You need help, and you need it now. This, my friends, is the essence of House on Fire marketing trademark. Prima's groundbreaking methodology for helping soul-led Black founders penetrate their market. It's not about shouting louder or dancing for algorithms. It's about solving urgent problems in alignment with who you are at the precise moment when your clients need you most. Let's break this down. When the divorce papers are served, when the pink slip lands on the desk, when the soul screams enough hiding, that's when people no longer want nice to have. They need relief. They need a solution. They need you. Prima built a global brand from Uganda without ads, without a funnel, without a massive following. How? With raw truth, undeniable urgency, and messaging that meets people in their moment of decision. As she so powerfully articulated, when you speak to pain with precision, the market doesn't care how many followers you have. They just want your solution. This is more than a paradigm shift, my friends. It's a complete revolution in how we approach business and impact. It's time to stop trying to be known and start being needed. Stop selling your brilliance and start solving their fire. I can almost hear the gears turning in your minds. But wait, you're thinking, I've been told to wait my turn, to earn visibility, to be humble. I hear you. As Black entrepreneurs, we've often been fed this narrative, forced to swallow it like a bitter pill. But Prima's message turns this outdated thinking on its head. You don't need visibility. You need penetration. Let me share a story that perfectly illustrates this principle. There was a brilliant life coach. Let's call her Amara. For years, Amara had been struggling to build her business. She had all the trappings of success, a beautiful website, an active social media presence, even a small but engaged email list. But clients, they were as rare as a snowfall in the Sahara. Amara was teetering on the edge of giving up when she stumbled upon Prima's teachings. In that moment, she realized she had been so focused on being seen that she had forgotten to be needed. She took a step back and asked herself a crucial question. What's the house on fire moment for my ideal clients? The answer hit her like a ton of bricks. Her ideal clients weren't just looking for general life improvement. They were professionals on the brink of burnout, desperate for a way to reclaim their lives without sacrificing their careers. They were standing in the middle of a raging inferno, and Amara had the fire extinguisher. Armed with this insight, Amara completely overhauled her messaging. Gone were the generic promises of living your best life. Instead, she spoke directly to the searing pain of her target audience. Her new tagline: from burnout to balance in 90 days without quitting your job. The result: within a month, Amara had more client inquiries than she could handle. She wasn't any more visible than before, but she was infinitely more relevant. She had positioned herself as the fire extinguisher at the precise moment the house was burning. This story illuminates a crucial point. Your gift is sacred, but if you don't position it properly, it will remain overlooked like a diamond buried in the mud. This is especially true for Black entrepreneurs who've been told to wait their turn to earn visibility, to be humble. But here's the truth bomb Prima dropped on me, and I'm passing it on to you. The moment your audience is ready, they won't ask for your Instagram followers. They won't care about your LinkedIn connections. They'll ask if you can help them right now in this moment of crisis. That's what we need to prepare for. Now, I can almost hear some of you protesting, but what about building a brand? What about consistency? What about all the marketing advice we've been given? These are valid questions, and I'm not suggesting we throw out everything we've learned. What I am saying, and what Prima so eloquently teaches, is that we need to shift our focus. Instead of trying to be everywhere, we need to be exactly where our clients need us, when they need us most. Think about it this way. Imagine you're a firefighter. Would you spend your time trying to convince people that fires are bad and they should be prepared? Or would you focus on being the absolute best at putting out fires when they happen? This is the essence of House on Fire marketing trademark. It's about being so good, so targeted, so precisely what your client needs in their moment of crisis that nothing else matters. But here's the kicker. This approach requires a level of clarity and conviction that many of us haven't cultivated. It's not enough to know what you do. You need to know why it matters, who it's for, and most importantly, what specific fire you're putting out. This is where many of us falter. We try to be all things to all people. We dilute our message in an attempt to appeal to a broader audience. But in doing so, we lose the potency that makes us irreplaceable in our clients' eyes. Prima's approach challenges us to dive deep into the specific pain points of our ideal clients. What keeps them up at night? What's the problem they've been trying to solve but can't? What's the fire that's threatening to consume them? Once you have this clarity, everything else falls into place. Your messaging becomes sharper than a surgeon's scalpel. Your offerings become more targeted than a heat-seeking missile. Your impact becomes more profound than the Grand Canyon. You're no longer shouting into the void. You're speaking directly to the heart of your client's deepest needs. But let's be real for a moment. This approach isn't for the faint of heart. It requires courage. It demands vulnerability. It insists that you step fully into your power and own your unique gift. For many of us, especially as Black entrepreneurs, this can feel uncomfortable. We've been conditioned to play it safe, to not rock the boat, to be grateful for whatever visibility we can get. But Prima's message is clear and unequivocal. Your work is too important to be hidden. Your gift is too valuable to be overlooked. If your work is sacred, if your path is divine, then it deserves to be seen, felt, and well compensated. This isn't about ego. It's about impact. It's about serving your clients at the highest level. It's about creating the change you were born to make in the world. So how do we put this revolutionary approach into practice? How do we shift from chasing visibility like a dog chasing his tail to creating true market penetration? Prima offers a powerful framework that's as practical as it is profound. First, get crystal clear on your client's house on fire moment. What's the crisis point that drives them to seek help? This isn't about general pain points. This is about the moment when they say, enough is enough. I need help now. It's the moment when the flames are licking at their feet and they can no longer ignore the urgency of their situation. Second, position your offering as the exact solution to that crisis, not a general improvement, not a nice to have, but the specific antidote to their most pressing problem. You're not selling a fire safety course. You're offering a fire extinguisher when the house is already ablaze. Third, craft your messaging to speak directly to that moment of crisis. Use language that demonstrates you understand exactly what they're going through and that you have the solution they need. Speak to their pain with such precision that they feel seen, heard, and understood in a way they never have before. Fourth, be unapologetic about the value you provide. This isn't the time for false modesty. If you know you can help, it's not just your right, but your responsibility to make that clear. Your solution could be the difference between your client's success and failure, between their peace of mind and sleepless nights. Finally, focus on being present and visible where your ideal clients are likely to be when they hit their crisis point. This might not be Instagram or LinkedIn. It might be niche forums, specific events, or through strategic partnerships. Be where your clients are when their house is on fire. Now, I want to be crystal clear. This approach doesn't mean you never do any brand building or content creation, but it does mean that everything you do is filtered through the lens of how does this position me to be there when my ideal client's house is on fire? And this shift in perspective is more than just powerful. It's revolutionary. It moves us from a place of scarcity and competition to one of abundance and purpose. We're no longer fighting for attention in a crowded marketplace like seagulls squabbling over scraps. We're positioning ourselves as the obvious choice when our clients need us most. But perhaps the most beautiful aspect of this approach is how it aligns with our deepest values as mission driven entrepreneurs. We're not here just to make money, we're here to make a difference. And by focusing on solving real urgent problems, we're doing exactly that. As I reflect on my conversation with Prima, I'm filled with a sense of excitement and possibility that's almost electric. For too long, brilliant Black entrepreneurs have been playing by rules that weren't designed for us. We've been trying to fit into a system that often doesn't recognize our unique value. But what if we stopped trying to fit in? What if instead we focused on standing out in the moments that matter most? What if we became so good at solving specific, urgent problems that our ideal clients couldn't ignore us even if they tried? This is the promise of House on Fire marketing trademark. It's not about being everywhere. It's about being exactly where you need to be with exactly the right solution at exactly the right time. It's about being the firefighter who shows up at the precise moment when the flames are highest and the need is most desperate. As we approach the end of our time together, I want to leave you with a challenge, a call to action that could change the trajectory of your business and your impact in the world. Take some time this week to really think about your ideal client's house on fire moment. What's the crisis that would drive them to seek out exactly what you offer? How can you position yourself as the obvious solution to that crisis? Then I want you to rewrite your messaging. Speak directly to that moment of crisis. Be bold, be specific, be the solution they've been desperately searching for. Remember, you don't need to be known by everyone. You need to be needed by the right ones. You don't need to sell your brilliance. You need to solve their fire. Your gift is sacred. Your path is divine. And it's time for the world to see, feel, and value the incredible solution you bring to the table. In the powerful words of Prima Jope, when you speak to pain with precision, the market doesn't care how many followers you have. They just want your solution. So, my fellow changemakers, it's time to speak to that pain. It's time to be the solution. It's time to let your fire shine. The world is waiting for you. Your clients are searching for you. Their houses are on fire and you have the extinguisher. Will you answer the call? As you leave this talk today, I want you to carry with you the burning flame of possibility, the knowledge that you have within you, the power to change lives, to solve urgent problems, to be the solution that someone desperately needs. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for visibility. Be ready for that house on fire moment, because when it comes, and it will come, you'll be there, ready to extinguish the flames and light the way forward. Your time is now. Your mission is clear. Go forth and set the world on fire, not with destruction, but with the transformative power of your unique solution. Thank you.